Hello, my name is Maxine and I'm a celebrant and I'm also a trainer with the International College of Professional Celebrants.
And I'm Mike Warren, and I'm also a professional celebrant working with the ICPC.
So we talk to people on the phone a lot, don't we, before they come on
Yes.
our courses, just to see if there's anything we can help them with, if they've got any questions. And quite often they'll say, oh, I'm worried that I'm too old to be a celebrant. Have you had that experience?
I have, yes, indeed.
So why do you think people think that?
Well, I think some people think that it's something that needs to be done when you're younger and that you haven't got the opportunity to train. But you do, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think people, I don't know, when we get older, we're a bit reticent about change, aren't we? We're a bit more nervous. And when we're young, I think we're a bit more intrepid, aren't we?
We are.
And then we just think people are going to judge us. And it's really curious how we think when we get older that we can't do things. But, you know, you see older people jumping out of planes and skydiving at the age of 90, don't they?
Yeah.
And they're all brave. So, I mean, why not be a celebrant? I think some people are a bit afraid about being online and marketing themselves.
That's true. I think maybe they think that their skills are not sort of up to scratch, or they couldn't possibly venture out into something new and learn new skills. So, but you can. Absolutely.
And when on our training course, what we do is we'll match people who are not so experienced or a bit nervous about their technical skills with some of the people who are really experienced, and we do help that, and we give people a run through all of the social media and things like that and help them as much as we can. And additionally, we run digital marketing courses, don't we?
Yeah, that's right. And that really helps you to understand what is out there. Not that you need to be able to be competent in everything, or being able to just, you could choose the social media that you particularly think you would like to do. So there's different options.
There are different options. And the thing to remember is that we support you all of the way. I think other people are very nervous about going back into the classroom.
Yes, I think so. It's been a long time for some people to learn from scratch with other people. It's quite alien, really. And I think that that's really important, to be able to just to know that we're all in the same position, and the trainers are also really experienced, and they're there to help you be students again. And
Absolutely.
I think it's important to be able to just give yourself an opportunity to learn from scratch. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, and the courses and the training is very interactive. So we're not asking you to do loads of study. At the moment, there's no formal qualification required to be a celebrant anyway.
No.
So we do lots of interaction, lots of discussion. There's practically no writing anything apart from taking your own notes. So it's a very interactive environment, and there's also loads of support, isn't there? Not only from the trainers but from your fellow delegates. So you'll come in and you make new friends for life, and the community as a whole is very supportive, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So I think that's another thing people worry about, don't they? And they worry about their confidence. But we're here to help, because the training, I mean, I was worried about my confidence. We have younger people on the courses who worry about theirs. So that's not really to do with age. I think that's just to do with lack of confidence. But let's get on to the positives. What do you think older people can sort of bring to celebrancy, Mike?
I think that Celebrants is one of those things that, it relies upon also being able, there's a certain skills to be able to talk with people, and particularly as a funeral celebrant as well. You need to be able to empathise.
Yep.
And sometimes I think if you're a little too young, you may not have had that life experience, or you may not have gone through grief yourself. And it really shows, because you're able, if you have gone through that and you've got some life experience behind you, it actually does give a lot of confidence. People know, and you can actually communicate that in your body language and what you say. And it really does help if you've got some life experience behind you.
Yeah, and quite often when you go and visit a family, you don't know what you're going to get when you knock on the door. And most of the time, people are, somebody's here to help, and they're very pleased to see you. But you can find yourself in awkward situations. There can be family members who don't agree with each other. There can be some people who are really so full of grief they can hardly speak, and there's a skill to gently get them to the point where they start. And I remember one widow. Like normally we're there probably 60 to 90 minutes, aren't we? I was with the widow for 3 hours because she had to tell me things that she probably wouldn't share with anyone else in a very confidential environment. And I think a lot of that judgment comes with experience and age. And we find that actually the majority of people probably who go into celebrancy are, I don't know, 45, 50 upwards, would you say?
Absolutely, yes. And we did have more recently somebody who was at the age of 70 training with us, and she didn't reveal her age. But did it matter? Not at all. Not at all. But everyone was cheering her on, because when they realised at the end of her training that she'd done so well, and then she revealed her age, and she did a remarkable job. And it is that experience that really is important.
Yeah, and some people may choose to have an older celebrant. They could choose celebrants for different reasons. Some people want men, some people want women. Funeral directors, the really good funeral directors, can gauge and match the celebrant. So age can definitely bring something to the table, can't it?
Oh, indeed.
And I don't think you're ever too old.
No.
Absolutely not. So, if you are thinking about becoming a celebrant, you can call us. We'll have a discussion with you in a bit of detail about your life and where you are and the reasons you've decided to go, and any queries or anything that you have. But basically, I think the answer to that is you're never too old to be a celebrant.
Never too old.
Thank you.